Hello, my name is Adam Hosmeyer and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to go over some of the things that some of the big YouTubers didn't tell you about the EOS R. Number one is the weight. Pretty much all the videos I watched with talking about the EOS R and how much lighter it was in the current setup. While the body may be lighter, let me tell you the lenses are straight up heavy. I currently have the 24 to 105 and the 15 to 35, and while you may be able to get away with one or the other, if you put both of them in a backpack, it won't take long before you start feeling the pain. Both these lenses are so front heavy that I've noticed if I mess around with the settings for a little bit, just a few minutes, my forearms start to hurt. That's how heavy they are. Now they are no doubt great lenses, but just know that if you're wanting to pack this camera and a few lenses in a travel pack or plan on using a strap around your neck all day, you better be aware of how much these things weigh. Number two is file size. When researching the EOS R, most people said that the 1080p was fine, especially for YouTube, and that you'd be saving a tremendous amount in file size. That made perfect sense to me because some of my smaller projects in 4K could easily push 100 gigs or more, so smaller file sizes was appealing to me. But I found this not to be the case at all. Here are the results I got by recording a 5-minute video from each camera. The M50's file was 1.13 gigs at 1080p. The A7 III was 1.91 gigs in 1080p, and the EOS R was at 1080p in the all-eye settings, which is what everyone suggests to shoot in, was 3.44 gigs. In comparison, the A7 III shooting at 4K was just 3.73 gigs. So as you can see, there's not much difference at all in actual file size. I know codecs and megabits per second, but I'm just talking about straight file size. Just to take that one step further, a 5-minute clip in 4K, all eye, shot on the EOS R was 17.6 gigs. That's just a monster file. So you should know if you plan on shooting in the all eye, the best resolution, even in the 1080p, on the EOS R, you aren't going to save much in file size. If you want to save on file size, you're going to want to drop down to the IPB codec, where a 5-minute clip of 1080p came in at 1.14 gigs, and 4K came in at 4. Number three is no mode dial. There's no mode dial on the EOS R to change your settings from video to photo and back and forth easily. You had to hit the mode button and then the info button and then choose the mode you want. If you are in photo mode and you want to quickly shoot a video, you just hit the record button, which automatically switches to custom function 3. It's still kind of a pain, and a mode dial just plain works. It's like sometimes these companies want to fix something that doesn't need to be fixed just to set themselves apart. And in the end, the fix makes things worse. Please bring back the mode dial. Number four, the leveler doesn't show up on the screen when you're in face and eye detect. I have a horrible time trying to gauge if things are level or not. It's just something I struggle with when I'm shooting video, especially if I'm using like a Gorilla Pod and a ball head. I've become dependent on the leveler on my Sony cameras to at least make sure my shots are at least level. On my Sonys, I can make sure it's level, then hit the display to get rid of the leveler display. On the EOS R, you have to change your focus to single point, which should bring up the leveler. And then once you get your camera situated, you have to switch your camera back to face and eye detect. I don't know why it's like this. It doesn't make any sense to me. You should just be able to cycle through this with the display buttons. It just makes it so much easier. And finally, number five, Sony's autofocus is just better. I have no actual proof of this statement other than to tell you that I've had this A7 III for over a year now. And I honestly couldn't tell you what autofocus mode I use. All I know is it simply works. The EOS R, you will need to change the modes to get the best results. These are just 5 of the little items that some of the big YouTubers may have not mentioned in their videos, but might be of some importance to you. To me, the biggest one is the weight. I just wasn't prepared for how heavy the setup can actually be. I hope you've enjoyed this video and maybe learned a few things. I'm currently on a push to get my subscriber count up to 100 this year. And I'm on 9. So I got a ways to go. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.